ranked first in the state for fundraising for the American Cancer Society, and IFA is ranked fifth out of every high school in Iowa. Last night we were able to raise $774.57 during our home volleyball match. We hope to continue our fundraising efforts tonight. We would like to start the evening by announcing who our senior players and cheer team are honoring tonight. Pam Madden is playing in memory of his grandmother Kathy Priest and in honor of his father Lee Madden. Jake Prosser is playing in memory of his great-grandfather Jim Prosser and his grandfather Robert Klepp. Carter Weaver is honoring the memory of his great-grandmother Elaine Weaver. Keaton Mulford is playing in memory of his grandmother Patty Mulford and his aunt Tammy Lauber. Levi Langston is honoring Allie Pearson, his stepmother's sister. And tonight the cheer team is cheering tonight in honor of Allison Brennan in her current battle against cancer.
See the running back like an 11 yards per carry.
Tonight, our IFA high school dance team is performing a routine Choreographed tonight by Mary Kay Lancaster. The team will be competing at the Wild West competition at Iowa City High tomorrow. Make sure to come support our soloists competing on October 25th at our state solo showcase on Monday, October 21st at 6 p.m. in the IFA High School Gymnasium. Let's hear it for our IFA dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, now taking the field is your 2024 Iowa Falls-Alden High School Cadet Marching Band under the direction of Mr. T. Schmidt and under the field command of drum majors Olivia Albert, Haley Eggleston, and Addison Feck. Tonight is also Bandorama at the field. Be sure to stick around at halftime for a performance by our middle school and high school band. It'll be out of this world. That band kickoff is just minutes away. It's time to get fired up and get ready to cheer on your cadets. It's time to stand with the band and clap along to Iowa Band's school song. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand if you are able and join the Cadet Marching Band as we salute our nation's flag with the playing of our national anthem.
Check. Test. Check. Test. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Owl Falls, Iowa for tonight's matchup between the Owl Falls-Alden Cadets and the PCM Perry City Monroe Mustangs. And the Cadets are coming in here upset-minded. PCM enters the game ranked second in the state in Class 2A. They're bringing the seniors on right now. We have about a minute and 18 before kickoff, and here come the Owl Falls-Alden Cadets.
John, I like the pink tonight.
Yes, they're doing in honor of, I believe, breast cancer research and awareness. The stadium announcer said before the game and explained it all, so pretty cool. Once a year, I do believe they bring that into play, and so it's cool for the guys to be wearing tonight. And my name is John Kirkenberg, and this is my colleague, Matt McNeil. How you doing, Matt?
Good evening, John. Yeah, beautiful full moon, harvest moon tonight.
Yes.
Good night for football.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's about 65 degrees right now. Little wind out of I'd say the southeast. So the wind is blowing right to left on your screen. Pretty good. The flags are sticking straight out. So
it was gusty there during the national anthem. I noticed really kind of blowing pretty hard. So.
Yes, it is. We'll see how that affects the kicking game, the passing game. And like I mentioned, the Falls-Alden Cadets are upset-minded tonight. PCM comes into the game leading the district. I believe they're undefeated on the year. 5-0 and 6-0 in the district. 5-0 in the district, excuse me. And
7-0 overall.
7-0 all in all. Yep. The Cadets come in 2-5, 2-2 in the district, and there is some playoff contention happening tonight, right?
There is a shot. I haven't done all the research, all the different algorithms to figure out what needs to happen for us. I think if we win, we're in. But there are some other scenarios that we could make it as well.
Yeah, I think the games tonight that are important is Jessup and Vinton-Shellsburg. If Jessup beats Vinton-Shellsburg and Falls-Alden loses, that means Jessup is in the playoffs. But like you said, Matt, Falls-Alden win and you're in. And going against the second-ranked team in the state tonight, the Cadets aren't going to back down one bit. And we'd also like to welcome PCM fans out there, as well as the Falls-Alden Cadet fans. 61 degrees, the stadium announcer just said. Absolutely perfect night. Pretty close to a full moon. Looks pretty cool out there in the eastern sky.
It's woken me up all week because it's been so bright at night. I wake up and there's what's the light on outside?
I think last night it was the supermoon, the brightest it's going to be all year, I do believe. And so we're going to get set to kick away here. Falls-Alden Cadets are going to be kicking, PCM receiving. And so I was watching PCM warm up a little bit down there, Matt, and they have no shortage of size. They have no shortage of size on the offense or defensive line. They have some pretty impressive skill position players, and their quarterback was slinging it quite well.
Well, you just looking at some stats. I mean, Gavin Van Gorp, the quarterback, over almost 865 yards, almost 1,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, no interceptions. The running back, Aiden Robbins, averaging 11 yards per carry. So they're a nice-looking group out there.
Yes, they are. So here goes the opening kickoff. You're looking live from Cadet Field in Falls-Alden. Falls, Iowa. It's going to be an onside kick.
Carter debates with the little onside there.
Caught me off guard. Looks like Coach Walkingstick is trying to get a little momentum going to start the game.
He always loves those little wrinkles in the game.
Yep. I like the aggressive mindset. Falls-Alden is going to need to score some points tonight. As you can see, the offensive line at PCM is pretty well staffed, and we'll get into some of those names later. And one big missing name tonight is Carter Weaver. On the defensive line, who's been there all season, had a knee injury a couple weeks ago, or last week? No, 2 weeks ago.
Just had surgery Tuesday on an ACL, so I see him on the sidelines in crutches, and tough for a senior to kind of go out that way, but hopefully wish him the best in his recovery.
Yes, for sure. And so they're going to need some other defensive linemen to step up tonight and try and stop this run. PCM comes out with a little wide receiver screen. It's going to be good for about 5 yards.
Yeah, little Aiden Robbins up the middle for 10, and then we got the little wide receiver screen out there for 5. So
I see they have the digital down and distance over there. Is that?
That's new. That's brand new. Just got it. I think it got delivered today.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Shout out to the Booster Club for stepping up and getting that done. They were kind of down a couple of down markers, so they stepped up and got that.
Makes it easier for us to see that it's going to be a big third down already. So it looks like they're going PCM's going no huddle, getting signals from the sidelines, a lot like the Cadets do. Could be an up-tempo game here. 2 tight end set, basically 3 tight end set by PCM, and they're going to fake it and get it to the big receiver over the middle.
44.
And that's going to be good for a first down. Harlan Shannon, he's a senior tight end defensive lineman. 6'4", 225, and I believe that. He looked pretty big coming over the middle there.
Yeah, so he's averaging about 10 yards a catch and about 15 on that one. So
Yeah, so they're coming out with kind of a 2 tight end set, big formation with an H-back right behind the guard. It's going to be a give over the right side.
They have some hog mollies up on the front line there. Number
sure
70 is a full-grown man.
Yeah, they have a true freshman on the offensive line that is, let me give my sheet here, number 70, Hayden Shannon. He's a freshman offensive defensive lineman at 6'4", 267. So the future is bright in PCM. It's going to be second down, play action, another wide receiver screen over to the top side of the field. A couple cadets try and corral him down. It's going to be out of bounds.
Trevor Bailey cleaned it up there.
Yep.
Name your here all night. He's been all over the field all year. Nice year for that senior.
Yeah, and I'd also like to mention tonight is Bandorama, where all the bands from middle school and high school come play, and they're just going to do the Philadelphia Eagles shove right over the middle. Looks like they got in for the touchdown. That's the first score of the game. PCM with 10:15 to go in the first quarter makes the score 6-0 on a pretty impressive opening drive off that onside kick attempt by Falls-Alden. All righty. Well, they answered that pretty quickly.
Yeah, all pickles on that one.
Yeah. So, and I also was watching their kicker, and he was hitting the concession stand from the 30-yard line. So, definitely have some skill position players as well as big linemen on this PCM team. And that's a heck of a form and kick. Boy, it's
nice to see what soccer's done for the kickers in Iowa high school football across the state. I remember, growing up, we really had to find someone that just had a skill to kick, and it was all raw. They never really practiced. They didn't really know what they were doing. Just pure DNA type deal. And so now we're really seeing some kids that kind of excel in that kicking game. So
yeah, that was impressive for sure. He had the form and everything.
The cadets one year bring a foreign exchange student in to be the kicker?
Yeah, my senior year, it was Hans Koopman. He was from Amsterdam. We ended up beating Appleton Parkersburg. Was number 1. We were number 1. They were number 2. And we beat him 6-0 with 2 field goals from Hans Koopman.
Koopman 6, AP 0. Huh?
You're right. He was awesome. He was a soccer player like you were talking about, Matt. And, yeah, that's kind of evolved. And then you have the Aussie punt, the Aussie rules punt. So the kicking game is evolving along with these offenses, the defenses. It's kind of fun to see the older I get. In the 90s, it was the I formation, option football, and now it's the spread it out.
I just happened to see that Nebraska gave their punter a black shirt for the defense, the black shirts of the defense. So you're right, punting is sexy, I guess, according to the Hawkeyes.
All right, here we go. PCM to kick off. And they're going to boot it. Boy, that looks like a collegiate kicker right there.
Nathan Risky there on the carry, back out to the 21.
Yep. All right, so here come the Cadets offense, led by Cade Olberning, number 2.
Yeah, Cade kind of got banged up last week. I think dislocated or did something to a finger and didn't play the second half at Jessup. So it's good to see him back out there for the first series, and that'll be a big question mark for the Cadets tonight.
Yeah, excuse me, number 12. But yeah, it was okay. Here we go. Coach Stick comes out with an onside, and now
swinging gate on offense.
Swinging gate on offense. They ran this a few weeks ago. Let's see what they do with it. False start. I'm not sure what.
False start.
I didn't see what happened there. It almost looked like they got the back for going. Yeah. I wonder if he was going towards the line on his motion.
Maybe, or that top side receiver group, they might have got a little in a hurry up there. I didn't see it either, John. But
here goes Coach Walking Stick running again. See what they do.
They're right there again.
He almost started early again. Oh, a little wide receiver middle screen. That's about as spread out as you can get a defense to get that middle screen going. So,
Jack Dewitt on the catch there.
Pass is complete.
And so, like I said, this PCM team is undefeated, ranked 2nd in Class 2A. And what's one key to an upset tonight, Matt?
Well, I think no turnover is number 1. And I think probably number 2 is just stay confident in yourself. I mean, don't get down and keep battling, keep fighting through it. So
I agree. That turnover is a great comment because you cannot give this ball away to this offense. That's going to be a speed option over here to the left side, and here comes Cade trying to find some space. Opened up for a minute.
That's Carson Kalous kind of
thing. Oh, was it?
Yeah, they
I
got
just
Cade. They got
assumed
Cade. He was out wide last 3 plays here. So
I was busy thinking about no turnover.
Yeah. Well, and, it's so different. He's got a hurt finger, so let's send him on to the wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's so gifted out there that it makes sense to get him on the edge and try to use some of that talent. So
it does. It'll be interesting to see how involved he gets tonight because that finger was pretty banged up. He had it in one of those metal.
And Carson's had some passes this year. He's got a nice arm. He can be a great quarterback too.
Yes, he can. And they're just going to give it to him. He's going to run it. He's got some room over there. Get a couple.
Yeah, he was open too. Good idea.
He was
Good
open.
play call there, Coach.
Yeah, boy, he had some room to run, room to pass. I don't believe we've seen that set 4 times in a row if we count the penalty. We haven't seen that consecutive like that so far this year. So Coach Walkingstick trying to spread that field out and get his athletes in space and try to make something happen and try to outrun that big defensive front of PCM. Cadets back for the punt formation. PCM in a safe defensive formation, not taking anything for granted. Nice punt. Fielded nicely by number 7 for PCM. He's trying to find the edge.
Boy, that was impressive by number 7. He was dead to rights by Keaton Mofer. I think it kind of caught Keaton off guard that he took off like that. So.
Yep, and number 7 was Gavin Steenhock, a junior wide receiver defensive back with some nifty moves to get about a 10-yard gain on the punt return. And so 8:28 to go. PCM gets the ball back. Prairie City Monroe, that's not a short drive. East of Des Moines, about probably a half hour thereabouts.
Wasn't it straight up 65 kind of?
Was it? Yeah, they might take that, yeah.
It does feel like a long drive, though, down there, I know, for us.
Boy, that's the 3rd time they went with that wide receiver screen, and it's met nicely by...
Yeah, Jack Dewitt on the coverage there.
I forgot my binoculars.
I'm just glad with the white letters we can really see the cadet numbers.
Yes.
They kind of jump out at us.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how they see him like a Jack Trice way up. I suppose they have spotters, but... And Brian Hansen heading out. I want to thank Brian for everything he's done this year.
He just loves to listen to us at home. He likes to get those viewers up. Remember, like and follow the Iowa Falls-Alden YouTube page. It helps our numbers there.
Yes, it does. And Brian's done a great job all year. He lugs all this equipment up, and it's not an easy task to get everything set up.
And we've got great equipment, too. We got a big shout out for that.
I wish you guys could see our setup up here.
Oh, yes.
He dropped it.
Nice job. Boy. Again, right there, cadets. Just you stay consistent, stay home, keep battling. Good things are going to work out here for us. Let's go.
I wonder what their basketball team's like if some of these guys play the basketball in the winter. Probably not too bad. Oh, there. That's been the cadets' defensive front Achilles so far this year. Is they want to be aggressive, trying to get a jump on the ball, and you just get too aggressive. I don't know if that's a first down, or it looks like it
they just
would
gave it to him, Yeah, looking down there, number 74, they're kind of left tackle. Caden Clark, a senior, 6'3", 295. So their bookends are 295 and 285. So, whew.
Yeah, I was watching him warm up down there at the north end zone. Oh, and he beat him. Let's see if the ball gets there. It does.
Oh, what a catch!
That's a heck of
pickles.
That was a heck of a pass and catch. And that was Gavin Van Gorp at quarterback.
And a Riley Graber, number 6.
And just
an interesting story. I went to college with his parents.
Really?
Yeah. His mom played volleyball at Buena Vista, and his dad was a tight end on the football team.
Okay. Wow, that's a small world. How many odds of that? So that makes the score 13-0 with 7:46 to go in the first quarter. Cadets getting themselves into a hole early. Just that defensive back got beat on a post route. A wide receiver was flying down the field. Here comes the kick. Looks like
hats off to that receiver. He made a heck of a catch on that. I mean, kind of shoestringed it.
Yeah, and that was into that south wind. That was no joke. That was a heck of a pass. So that makes the score 14-0. The extra point is good. And so we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
At Innovative Ag Services, we're not just your cooperative, we're your partner in growth. From agronomy expertise to grain management to animal nutrition to our full-service energy department, we're here to help you achieve more. Join us, and together we'll grow stronger. Grow with Innovative Ag Services. Rooted in community, driven by innovation.
And we're back. These TV timeouts aren't like the college TV timeouts, are they, John?
No, they're not. They go by quickly. And so these Mustangs come out to kick off after, I believe, like a 4 or 5 play drive for about 50 yards. Boy, that band sounds great tonight. They have a unique kickoff coverage formation there.
Yeah, I like how they bring their kind of gunners, typical gunners. They fly them on the inside. Yeah, I agree. I thought that formation was different than I've ever seen before. So.
Yeah, it's unique for sure. And this PCM team is a well-oiled machine. So the Cats are going to start out at about 26-yard line.
Looks like we got a new quarterback here. I see Cade on the sideline, so we're going to bring out Andrew Bartlett, looks like, or Trevor Bailey, or Carter DeBates. They've all played a little quarterback this year.
Yeah.
This is kind of the heavy set. We got Reese Rankin in the back.
Yeah, this is what they did at, I believe, Jessup in the second half, where they just started to grind it out. And I was wondering if they were going to do this tonight with Cade being on the sidelines and, trying to find some seams between the tackles to get north and south, try and take some of that time off the clock. Hopefully get some first downs and slow that PCM offense down by keeping them on the sideline.
Yeah, so that's also a way to get kind of your biggest 5-7 guys out there to kind of bust a hole and see if we can't find a little seam and break one. So yeah, I agree. A lot of success at Jessup. Probably should have went to it a little sooner over there. But let's see if we can ride that momentum here.
Yeah, they just grinded that Jessup defense down in the second half with this formation. A little different foe tonight. We'll see what they can do with this. And they are all creeping up on the line for that run. That's good for
I think another key for the Cadets would be, let's slow this game down. Let's not give PCM very many possessions. I mean, they scored in their first 2 and made it look pretty easy. So
I agree. Andrew Bartlett on the carry there. And, yeah, I think shorten this game as much as you can. Kind of what Iowa and Iowa State do sometimes when they want to stick around with a lead or just trying to grind that clock.
I do think a first down would be huge for kind of a confidence booster for this team.
Yep, and PCM is just loading the box with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think all 11 are in the box.
Yeah, besides the cornerbacks, and they're getting after a little room here. But boy, they just closed that gap so quickly. And that was Andrew Bartlett on the carry once again. Just can't get to that sideline. Trying. I think this defense can cover some ground. Starting to see why they're ranked second in the Class 2A. Pretty impressive.
This is a nice-looking team, and they're going to have a great success in the playoffs.
Cadets back to punt. Very decent punt. I like the placement of that. It gets a heck of a Cadet roll. Going to be down to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, new punter. Cade's been our punter all year, and looks like Brody McNeil back there to punt.
Oh, was it really? I didn't know. Brody. All right. How long's he been doing that?
He did some JV all year, and looks like they threw him out there. So he's done pretty well in the JV crew. So good place to practice. And
I didn't know he was punting. That's pretty. Did you teach him that?
No, he grew up playing soccer, so he's kind of always had a little leg. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You have quite the soccer background now. When we were there, they didn't even have it, and that's a little counter over the middle.
And that running back found the littlest of seam and bust that for, 7 yards there?
Yes, he did. And he's quick, and that's number 0, Adrian Robbins, senior running back, 5'11", 180.
I mean, kudos to the Cadets. They've kind of limited him to, under his yards per carry average, but that's a pretty impressive carry. So, don't get beat deep. Oh,
yep,
I got
and there's
7.
the blitz. Still finds him.
Oh,
there goes Robbins again. He's got a seam, and he's got a blocker down the field, and he's going to take it all the way for about 55 yards for a score. Adrian Robinson, the running back, Cadets kind of flushed the quarterback, Gavin Van Gorp, out of the pocket there, but heck of a catch and throw.
Yeah, Van Gorp made a heck of a play. Scrambling kind of to his left there, had to come back, throw to the right. Found Robbins. He had 2 guys deep because of the pressure, and man, great play, great run by Robbins.
Yeah, they sent the house there, and there was no help in the defensive backfield. So here we go with the kick. 5:28 to go. It's going to be 21-0. PCM Mustangs take a commanding lead early, just about halfway through the first quarter. With 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points, and Falls-Alden desperately wanting to answer with the first down to get started would be a good foundation to build upon.
Well, and not to make excuses because they played all season, but we're still a really young team, and so these guys got to kind of keep thinking about this as a building block for next year and continue to work hard and dig deep to the core values of what coach has been teaching all year and continue to work and see where it comes. But can't drop our heads here.
Yeah, this is going to be also a chance for this Cadet team to see what a real state contender is like, what they're built like, how hard they play. Hats off to Clear Lake and Hampton Dumont. Clear Lake was kind of they were ranked first, I believe, in 3A earlier in the year, and Cadets really hung around with them despite the scoreboard, but this is going to be another test for them tonight.
Yeah, this team looks better than Clear Lake. And I think Clear Lake's lost a few, but Clear Lake's had a heck of a year. But I'm really impressed with this PCM team.
Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. Putting this PCM team up against Clear Lake, that would be a heck of a matchup. I think PCM might even have more size than Clear Lake does right now. And then they got that.
Not sure I've seen that all year.
Wow.
Into the wind, John.
Into the wind. And the flags they're half-mast here. Wow. So we got PCM has the defensive front. They have the offensive front. They have the quarterback. They have the running back, the kicker, the punter, the wide receivers. Very complete team. I'm impressed with these Mustangs. So let's see if Falls-Alden Cadets can answer here.
I heard before the game they got about an half hour out of PCM or Prairie City and their bus broke down, and I was kind of hoping that maybe that bus would just stay broken down.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's a screen. Got some room. Just get a couple blocks there. But, boy, they closed the distance so quickly. They are there. And so that's going to bring up about 2nd and 8.
Well, the last 5 plays have all been pretty positive plays, and just we need a first down, kind of get that monkey off our back, and then we can start to roll.
Yep. So here we go. Pistol formation from the Cadets, 4 wideouts. Coach Walking Stick giving the signs from the sideline. Let's get their play. Looks like we have a stoppage of play.
Timeout, Cadets.
Timeout, Cadets. Coach saw something he didn't like. We're going to go to a commercial timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Sometimes when you line up in the game of life, things look pretty scary. But don't forget, you can always call your teammates at Greenbelt Bank and Trust to the huddle. Our customers come first, and we've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Homegrown. That's what we are. We live in the community and report on matters that are important to you and your neighbors. Subscribe and check out our latest stories on TimeCitizen.com. And tune in to Classic Hits, KIFG. bringing you local content reported by local talent.
And welcome back to Cadet Field. Falls-Alden Cadets second and about 8. Coach Walking Stick brought him over and talked about this play.
We changed it up a little bit, different formation here.
That's just going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's got some room over to the top side, and that's going to be good for a first down. And there we go, Matt.
There we go.
There's the first down we've been looking for.
Whammy! I think we need one of those.
Yes. Yep, we need some confidence. We need some momentum going.
Yeah, I think that's huge for Cade. He's coming off that finger, and I know it's just a finger, but that's what he carries the ball with, and he wants to secure that, and first time he's got to take a hit too. So,
yeah, that hand looks pretty bandaged up from up here. Ooh, got him to jump.
Yeah.
And there we go. We're gonna have 1st and 5. Yeah, because the way that Falls-Alden has been running the ball, PCM is pinning their ears back and ready to bring the rush. So Cade intelligently goes with cadence there, gets him to jump.
Well, I think you keep kind of going Cade left, Cade right, and when they start to keep coming up in the box, you can leak out, Calouse or Risky. They've shown some ability to catch the ball deep. So,
yeah, and that defensive front is just stout. Okay, let's see. Cade gets out. Kind of makes me stay away from his hand. He's going to take a shot eventually, and we'll see how he can respond to that. Because the young man's in some pain.
Well, and he's thinking about it too, right?
Yeah, it's tough.
You got to catch the snap. You got to tuck it, and
kudos to him for suiting up tonight and taking on the quarterback responsibilities. Even though the team's still 2-6, he said, "I don't care. I'm going." That's a give over to the right side.
On the carry.
Tyler Patton, good for about a yard, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
I thought he had a better spot than that.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, and even if the playoff, we don't make the playoffs, John, I have got confirmation that we have secured a 9th game. It's going to be here at Cadet Field.
Okay.
I don't have a team. I can't get all that information, but it sounds like we will have a 9th game regardless. So
interesting. You're like Wojciechowski, the insider. Oh, wide open over here. Just wasn't able to hook up, and that was risky on the kind of the out pattern there, looking for the first down.
They were open. Just when you don't have much time, you're kind of a little panic mode a little bit. So
yeah. So how that works for all of you out there watching, listening right now is. So 4 teams in the district make the playoffs. Falls-Alden needs to win tonight, basically, unless Jessup loses to Vinton-Shellsburg, and then I don't know what happens after that. But if the cadets don't make the playoffs, then they have the option to have a 9th game scheduled. Can schedule with basically anybody who else isn't making the playoffs. And that's a punt, and the cadets are right down there. Nice coverage. Cadets not slowing down one bit. And so how that works is, like Matt was talking about, you get a 9th game and you get to schedule another team that doesn't make the playoffs. So sometimes that creates some cool rivalries with teams that are kind of close by, looking for a game to get some of their younger guys. It's basically like a college football bowl game.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's great for the kids.
Yeah,
they
great.
They get a 9th game. You get those seniors one last chance to put the helmet on and pads and go after it.
Yeah,
so.
And that's kind of what the new playoff format in the last decade or so is built around, is getting that 9th game, making sure they still get that 9th game in. And I think that's pretty cool. There's no swag bags like you get at Memphis or the Bahama Bowl or something like that. But
now they don't need the swag bags. They get millions of dollars. So
yeah, true. I know I saw the #1 recruit for basketball right now in Division I AA for basketball was like asking for $7 to $9 million for the 1 year. And there we go over the left side.
Oh, come on.
I believe that's Robbins once again. That's going to be good.
Yeah, he kind of slipped up on the first play, and he is a talented running back.
Yeah, and then that offensive line opening up holes, and there we go with the tush push. Oh, Cadets pretty decent job stopping it, but
I'm watching this defense play, and I'm just thinking just how much better we could be with with Weaver out there, and some other injuries have happened on the team that kind of banged up all over, and
yeah, it's tough, especially when so many of these guys are going. Not so many, less than last year, but they're still going both ways, and that's a lot of impacts over the course of the season. That's a lot of collisions. That's a lot of opportunities to get banged up. So it's kind of taking its toll. But I have to say, I was at the 7th grade game last night.
I was too, yeah.
Were you here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, so Brian Hansen, who, of course, Hansen Technologies for all your technological consulting needs. His son was playing, so I came up to see Dax, and I was thoroughly impressed with that 7th grade team. So there is, and then I heard the 8th grade was pretty good, 9th grade is pretty good, hanging in there. So, yeah, there's some growing pains with the new offenses and stuff like that, but Coach Walkingstick is starting to instill it down through the younger grades, and there is help on the way. Because that 7th grade team, man,
they have some dudes, don't they?
They have some dudes. Like, I walked by him down at the south end zone, and I was like, half these dudes are taller than me in 7th grade.
Yeah, I saw a couple pancake blocks that were just,
oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, looks like quarterback's got over here to the right side, and that is Van Gorp.
Yeah. He's kind of their second leading runner all year, too. You can see why.
Yep. That's about 60-some carries on the year to Robbins' 100-some. Yeah, he's got some wheels, too.
Yeah, what did Robbins have, 1,200 yards already? I mean, he's going to have over probably 1,400 yards when he gets done tonight. And
yeah, they've got a squad, that's for sure. And there he is once again. Just a shifty back, kind of like Jalen Jackson-esque. Excuse me.
I'm not sure he's that shifty, but
getting there. I love watching him play. Jalen Jackson is fun.
I love watching all those cyclone running backs.
Yeah, Carson Hansen. What do we got going here? Stoppage of play.
Yeah. I think one thought there was a first down, and we got second down here. So
okay, ref's gonna.
We can see that down marker. So
get together here. And I just want to say one more time, Bandorama will be at halftime. Looks like an official timeout for a measurement.
God, you never see that in the NFL anymore.
No, I haven't seen a measurement for a while. I think we had one earlier in the year, like second game of the year, but I remember they used to do that multiple times a game.
Oh, it was like every other time.
Yeah.
Remember when the NFL ref pulled out an index card from his pocket and then slid that down, and he missed the first down by an index card?
Right.
And now those guys just walk over and go, first down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it looks like PCM got the first down.
Got it by an index card, I think, John.
Got it by an index card. Shout out to the chain gang.
Hey, big shout out to Iowa Falls State Bank. They were working the concession stand tonight, and then GMB Bank also worked the concession stand tonight. So
really?
Two banks kind of supporting the community. So thank you to those banks.
Coming together to support the community. I like that.
Well, I think one was a freshman game, one was a varsity game.
Okay.
But we appreciate all their help. It allows parents to kind of watch their kids play, and does a nice service for the community.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That is a good idea. It looks like a give to the fullback over the left guard. It's going to be good enough for a PCM touchdown and make the score 27-0 with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Keegan Fenton, John, 6 foot, 195-pound fullback. Nice size young man there, too.
Yes, and just a quick hitter right over to that left guard, and that's hard to stop as a defensive front when they get the ball 2 steps behind the quarterback, and you have to locate that football and then try to bring him to the ground. So
his first touchdown of the year.
Oh, wow. Rewarding the big fellow a little bit there.
We got to watch out, though. They have a Carson Hansen on their team. So.
Oh, boy. Man,
he's number 5 there. He's a holder, so let's hope he's not as good as the Carson Hansen down south there.
Oh, they had a little celebration going on. They did the golfer's swing.
Oh, did they? Nice.
Yeah. So that's going to be Iowa Falls 0, PCM 28. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after this.
We've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Homegrown. That's what we are. We live in the community and report on matters that are important to you and your neighbors. Subscribe and check out our latest stories on TimeCitizen.com. And tune in to Classic Hits, KIFG, bringing you local content reported by local talent.
John, just looking at the stats here, they've only punted 5 times all year.
PCM has punted 5 times for the year. Goodness gracious, Mustangs. Take it easy. There's a heck of another kick. Cadets trying to return it out and quickly met. Boy, they have speed everywhere. How big? So PCM, Prairie City, Monroe. I don't know much about that area, but kind of a, I mean, obviously 2A, but boy, they got some dudes.
Well, I think now has become a bedroom community for that Southeast Polk. Bondurant's growing, Newton's in that area, so if you don't want to live in those larger communities, you're kind of moving out to there.
Yeah.
30 minutes from Des Moines, nice little spot there.
Yeah, Colfax is kind of north of there, right? I think.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so Cadets take over. Down 28-0. About 48 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Some probably even commute down to Pella.
Oh, yeah. That's a big corporation there. Plenty of jobs. So it's going to be a keeper over the right side. Cade trying to get anything he can. Difficult task tonight with that PCM defensive front that is not giving an inch.
Nope.
Yeah, so how does that work? If you live in Des Moines, could you go to PCM?
Well, I think it's an open enrollment, so you could.
You could,
30 minutes. But I think people are moving out to that to have that smaller community kind of lifestyle.
Yep. So here goes Cade. Second, about 10. And the coach call from Coach Walking Stick. That's going to be a keeper. Looks like he can pass it if he like. That was a heck of a bullet right through there. Nice play, Cade. Kind of looking at his hand, shaking it off. Boy, that.
Hey, shout out to Sally Rezabeck Winters, another college classmate of mine. She just hit me up on the Facebook Messenger. Yes, I'm calling the game.
All right, so we have an end of the first quarter, and we're going to break for commercials, and we'll be back right after this. Cadets are driving.
That's what we are. We live in the community and report on matters that are important to you and your neighbors. Subscribe and check out our latest stories on TimeCitizen.com. And tune in to Classic Hits, KIFG, bringing you local content reported by local talent.
We've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Sometimes when you line up in the game of life, things look pretty scary. But don't forget, you can always call your teammates at Greenbelt Bank and Trust to the huddle. Our customers come first, and we've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a
Welcome back to a beautiful night at Cadet Field. You're looking live at the Falls-Alden Cadets and PCM Mustangs. Cadets, another first down, trying to put together a drive here. Cade Oberning drops back, and here goes the middle screen, and almost intercepted by big number 74. But I do believe that is Caden Clark, the senior, 6'3", 295. Looks like we have a penalty. Was he celebrating a little too much?
I don't know. It could be illegal man downfield, but the defensive lineman touched the ball, so.
Yeah, it's all fair. And that was a weird.
Is that unsportsmanlike on the cadets there?
It was kind of a motion I've never seen the ref do. What is that?
So I think it's unsportsmanlike, but he called it on the cadets originally, and then they started marching the ball off towards the PCM. So that's a 15-yard penalty.
So he did like a fawning motion with his hands instead of the cross.
Right.
Like, yeah, interesting. Okay, here we go. Another first down for the Cadets. We'll take it.
Yeah, I like that rollout with Cade and a little find that pass or run option. So
don't look now, but they're in PCM territory, knocking on the door. Be good to just get a nice sustained drive here. Here comes Cade looking for some room on the bottom side of the field. He's got 4 PCM Mustangs chasing him down with nowhere to go. And he is, I know that hurts every time he's getting hit. I can just feel that up here. Tough young man.
Yeah, I mean that they are just swarming to the ball.
Yeah,
it's really impressive. Kind of see those white shirts coming at you.
Yeah, it is, and they're so disciplined on that defensive front that they occupy three defensive linemen occupying about 5 defensive linemen, and then you have the linebackers flowing to the ball and not giving up the edge to the Cadets.
Well, at some point, when you just try to throw one deep just to kind of keep them honest here, you know.
Look at that defensive back. He's about 6'4", sitting back there. And there we go.
Andrew Bartlett looks like.
Those Cadet offensive linemen are fighting down there, trying for every inch they can get. Cadets right back to the line. 3rd down. See what they can do here. Pistol formation. 3 receivers to the top side of the field.
And then I'd take a shot, John. I mean,
we got Prentice Howard down here at the bottom side.
Carson Cluse on the top here.
Just looks weird without Carter Weaver up there.
Yeah.
He's been there for so long. That's batted at the line. That's going to be a batted ball. I
didn't see who got it there. So.
Yep, and then you had. That's the wrong number on there. 76, but there's no 76.
I think it's Porter Isaacson, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, I had a few words with the other guy, but.
I think this is kind of just learns how you can get better and you can compete with these big guys, and we'll get better after this game.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to the speed of a team like PCM. This is something that I think you're right, man. I would compare them to Clear Lake and maybe even a little more speed. That's off the side of the punter's foot, I believe.
He's not going to be happy about that one.
Nope, and that was Brody, but
that's a 7-yard punt.
He had a guy in his face right away. I mean, he barely had time to get that thing off. That's tough. That's tough to even field a punt like that. A long snap, excuse me. So that's going to be a turnover, or not turnover.
I guess it's turnover on downs. I mean, we punted it away, so
yeah,
it's not really a turnover.
I was looking, we got Rankin in here. Reese Rankin, number 88, who came back 2 games ago and has been having a heck of a season ever since. And there goes incomplete pass.
Trevor Bailey with the pressure. Connor Keeker on the coverage there. So
Van Gorp on the rollout just could not find his receiver. Yeah, so Rankin's custom farm, my dad's farm up by Sheffield.
Okay.
So I got to go up and ride in the combine with Mark. And he was telling me about his brother Matt, who is, I think, 3 years younger than me, is watching every game that we broadcast out in Utah.
Oh, shout out to Matt.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Matt out there in Utah. Appreciate you turning in, bud. It's been a long time I haven't seen you. There's a give over the left side, and that is Robbins once again.
I think he lived in Puerto Rico there for a while.
Yeah, he did. It's where my brother-in-law is from, so it's kind of weird, like Rankin living down there.
I think we got a late hit here. Dang it.
Yeah, and Reese, I mean, go back to him. He had that neck injury. Mark was telling me about it. It did not sound very pleasant of an injury. But yeah, fought his way back, and he's only a sophomore, right? So him, Brody, whole host of cadets that are only sophomores, they're getting such valuable experience this year. And like we talked about earlier, you know, the 7th, 8th, 9th graders are coming up, and they are pretty formidable teams that are on the way up. Not to take anything away from the juniors and seniors, but just kind of taking a macro view of this program. And there's another post route, and that is a heck of a pass by Van Gorp. My gosh, that was on a rope.
Riley Graber on the catch again.
I mean, that was hit him in stride
it was
in the chest.
He found that little window in the defense there. I thought Risky and Carson kind of had it played pretty well, but man, what a perfect throw.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. They had over-under coverage on that, and he found the seam. I mean, that's impressive. So that's going to make the score 34-0 with 9:40 to go.
In my prep work, I didn't think Riley was that kind of a receiving threat for him, but I guess 18 catches, 416 yards for that guy. So he's had a heck of a year.
I would like to see the number 1 ranked team in 2A because
I think we're seeing it right here.
I think this might be the team to beat in the playoffs. You just don't see this much. For a long time, you haven't seen this much size, speed in Class 2A. I think this is kind of a special team PCM has here. And like you said, Matt, they had, 5 punts all year?
5 punts all
8
year.
games?
Yeah. No interception. They haven't thrown an interception. Running backs averaging 11 yards per carry. I mean, whew.
It reminds me of like Stockdale back in, the state championship team for the cadets. Stockdale would have 9 carries for 220 yards, and
I remember that guy we were got the ball to 20, first play, took it to the house. We got a holding penalty, took it back to the 10. Next play, took it to the house again. I mean, that's right. Kind of what I'm getting flashbacks of that kind of talent here.
Yep, and then when Stockdale didn't have it, you had Kyle Ingebretson, by the way, who went to Air Force and was the freshman of the year for the football team, who reeled off 2 enormous runs in the state championship. Yeah, this PCM team has kind of reminded me of those cadet teams of the past. So here we go, a little pooch punt. Heck of a bounce. Just let that go to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I'm looking at their D-back 6'2", 6'2", 6'2".
Yeah, that's the thing. Even the D-backs are big. They have that safety just roaming over the center. I mean, you want to go deep, but he's 6'4", sitting back there defending the deep ball. So I'm trying to find some.
I agree. For these sophomores, it's a huge learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Big thank you to the seniors and juniors, and especially the seniors. This is kind of their last, or maybe hurrah here. We couldn't have had the success we had without those guys. But when you're playing 12, 13, 14, 15 sophomores, they really should be playing JV, unfortunately.
Right, yeah, and kind of forced into some of these roles, but invaluable experience for those guys. And these juniors are going to get better, too, in the offseason, going to hit the weight room, do the old sprints and plyometrics, I'm sure. And there's a little give over to the right side, and that is number 21 for the cadets, Landon Ridgeway.
Kyler Patton. Kyler Patton on that one.
I'm going to spend the whole offseason, and every day I'm going to go over the cadet roster.
I wish everyone out there in TV land or YouTube land knew how much prep work we did for this. I think we do a heck of a job, John.
Yes, we're in production meetings all week. We do. I think next year we should interview Coach Stick before the game.
We should find a night that he wants to do that so we can have it kind of fresh in our mind.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
Thursday night, maybe?
Yeah, Thursday. I know he's.
Anyway, Colin Pieper.
Nice catch, Pieper. Boy, for all you receivers out there, do you see how he came back to the ball? Did not sit there and wait for it to come to him. He went to the ball, snatched it out of the air. Only a 4-yard play, but a heck of a catch.
Yeah, that's momentum and building blocks for next year. So.
Yep. Yeah, and then Lance Keller is running an audio-visual class, and he did an interview with Coach Walking Stick that is on the Owl Falls Schools website. So if you want to check out that interview.
Look at this, man. Look at the press. Their number 5 is 6'2", number 8 is 6'5". D-backs down here 6.
Yeah.
Graver 6. I mean, their D-backs are 6'5", 6'2", 6'3", and 6 foot. This is impressive.
Yeah, that's where you need how tall is Brody? He's got to be 6'1".
No, he's like 5, probably 5'11".
Oh, is he? Really?
Yeah. So
looks taller than that, but
still hoping for puberty. So he's gonna hate that I said that. His buddy down there does the drone, and he always listens to us, and he always tells Brody what I say.
Oh, great. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And so to see Brody play basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Okay.
And does track and baseball. So
yeah, I think track is so. I golfed, but I think I almost wish I would have kept with track because it helps every other sport.
Well, I'd like to find a way they can do both.
Yeah.
And, I think next year it's going to be a big change. Golf goes to the fall, so now your football coaches have to figure out how to do both. And, Carson Cluse is a heck of a golfer, and there's some other really good golfers that play football. So it will be really interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, I've heard some debates around that from some parents and some coaches. So good and bad for both fall and spring golf, but we'll see how that shakes out. And boy, he's under pressure.
I mean, there was nobody open.
No.
I mean, they blanket coverage on every single one of our receivers.
And that was Alex Wint, a junior defensive lineman who got through very quickly. Not much the Cadets could do there. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Cadets. About 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I just hope they don't send the house to try to block this one for a touchdown here. So.
See if Brody could get one off now. Yep, he's got time. There you go. Hit some. Hit a PCM. What was that? Oh, don't.
I think number 5 ripped down Prentice Howard, and I think that was the call, but I'm not sure. So.
Yeah, Prentice didn't appreciate it, whatever it was.
I'm just glad he didn't retaliate on that one. So
showed good patience. Let's see what the refs come up with here. Holding. Okay, so there we go. I mean, that was pretty obvious. He pulled him down with him. 60's kind of asking, what did I do? Okay, so that's going to be 1st and 10 for PCM Mustangs. Their own 44-yard line.
Yep, I just got the text, John, of our crack drone driver sending me the audio of our comments up here. So kudos to him down there.
Yeah.
Don't crash that thing. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's this drone that's sitting above the goalpost on the south end of the field all game. It stays up there, and that's how they get their game film from that angle. And there we go. Once again, Robbins on the carry, the top side of the field for about 8 yards.
The best thing about that drone is they can actually use it during practice. Throw it up and get that aerial footage instead of kind of pulling out all the equipment, and so that's kind of the most beneficial thing that I've heard. Ooh,
what was? Oh boy,
I think it's a false start on PCM.
74. I believe that's the freshman. No, that's Caden Clark, the senior, 6'3", 295. Kind of did the old flopperoo, I think, trying to get a call.
Well, while we're waiting for the call here, John, I did get a notice that they have delayed the move to fall for 3A, 2A, and 1A. So
they're
going to go back to spring.
Okay.
Kind of rethinking the decision and
interesting. So the Iowa High School Boys Athletic Association got a little feedback.
Okay, we called nothing on that? It wasn't a false start? There was nothing?
There was nothing. I don't know what.
It's like a jump ball. It just redo.
Yeah, I guess.
I've never seen that before.
So they have that H-back crept up right behind that left guard, and that's exactly where they're going to go with Robbins, and it's going to be good for a first down. Interesting. So they delayed golf, the decision for golf. That's
Yeah, I hadn't seen that yet, and I just got sent an article. So appreciate all those listeners out there that are keeping me honest and holding me accountable up here, so I don't say anything dumb.
I put my phone in my pocket, and that's where she stays.
Well, I was listening to, I think, Joe Buck, and he had his phone out, and he was talking to the fans during the game. So why
was he really?
Do it too? I'm free.
Yeah, we should throw some IG posts out there, and that's Van Gorp on the carry, I do believe. Yep. He's hard to bring down as a runner.
Well, he's got the hog mollies up front. He's got a lead back, in front of him. And I mean, they just keep rolling out guys that are 6'2 plus and 215 pounds. I mean, 44 is a man out there.
And then when you see that H-back right above that right behind that left guard, that is so tough as a defensive front to deal with, because you see how immediate he's there for that kind of out block.
I did like that formation. They had the tight end down in the three-point stance, but he had a wide split, kind of like he was off of one person, and I had not seen that formation before.
No, this is honestly, this kind of reminds me of not really a college offense. It's more like an NFL offense with I always pronounce the San Francisco 49er running back Chuzek or
Oh, use check.
Use check. Yeah, they're kind of using their fullback like use check tonight, so it's impressive. We're going to break for commercials, and we'll be right back after this.
Sometimes when you line up in the game of life, things look pretty scary. But don't forget, you can always call your teammates at Greenbelt Bank and Trust to the huddle. Our customers come first, and we've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and equal.
So welcome back. The refs brought out the sticks once again.
I think these guys are doubting themselves in their eyes 2 times tonight.
Yeah, it was, and it was good enough for a PCM first down. So this cadet defense trying to get a stop here. It's a rollout by Van Gorp. He's under pressure.
Oh, what a dart.
And just a tremendous pass once
what
again.
A play.
And
Gavin Steenhoek. Wow.
the cadets trying to bring him down out there, but just could not do it. And that's going to be good for another Mustang touchdown and make the score 41-0, 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Man.
You know, we were kind of kidding about a score earlier tonight, and let's hope that doesn't happen. Maybe our saving grace is the running clock here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure when that goes into effect. That's a second half thing, I believe.
I don't know.
So here we go.
Yeah, I still remember when we were in high school, I was always kind of hoping to get that in the first half. You know.
And that was Dominic Witt, number 3, who is a tremendous kicker for the Mustangs.
Yeah, look how big he is. 6'2", 160 pounds. He looks bigger than 160, I'll guarantee you that. I mean, he looks... Oof.
That's the kicker.
That's the kicker.
And on the program, it's not listed as like kicker, wide receiver, or anything. It's just kicker.
Just kicker, yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I like to compare, you know, I would say Trevor Bailey pound for pound is one of our toughest players, and, you know, he gets everything he can out. He's 5'10", 195, and so their kicker makes one of our toughest kids looks small.
Yes. That's tough to go against. And so PCM about to kick off once again.
Nothing.
4:53 to go in the second quarter. Cadets looking for just anything on offense to try and get some first downs here. So Risky back along with Dennis Howard. Another tremendous kickoff.
Wow.
Almost to out of the end zone.
I'd like to see him go through the uprights on this one.
Right.
We haven't seen this all year. I mean, Clear Lake had a heck of a kicker, and he couldn't even kick it this far.
No, that guy can boot it. Again, that's number 3, Dominic Witt, giving him his props. Heck of a kicker. So the cadets come out on offense, trying to get anything going. PCM not making it easy. PCM running out an 11th guy. Full backfield for the cadets, just trying to get anything going. And goodness gracious, there was that defensive front from PCM. Met him even before he could get to the line. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 11. That was Bailey on the carry. About 4:28 to go in the second quarter. Outfall's down 42-0. Backed up into their own 19-yard line. Got Prentice Howard down here, singled up, but it's a full backfield. Looks like they're going to try and ram it in there once again.
Yeah, that power formation again.
Yep. And at this point, you know, trying to get some positive yards along with taking some of that clock off. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 10.
3rd down,
See what they got here, if they're going to try and pass, or looks like they're going to bring out
Well, same formation.
Yep,
and, they got some
formation.
And Bartlett's got a good arm, and you can see him at Jessup. He had some nice throws, so there's an option there.
Yep, and it's going to be a rollout pass, and he's under pressure immediately. Oh, trying to complete that. Almost got it.
Yeah, Reese Rankin had a hand on it. So.
Yep, Reese Rankin running some tight end. Yep, had a hand on it. He was there. That was just a tough pass to complete on the run, under pressure once again. Cadets are going to bring out their punt team. We'd also say once again, stick around for halftime. We have Bandorama, which is an Owl Falls-Alden tradition that goes back decades, where the band's from, I believe, middle school, high school at least, and maybe even like 4th, 5th grade. I don't know. It's always fun to get those kids some airtime. It's a punt over here to get to the 40. Ooh, he almost touched it.
A little rugby-style kick there. I got a good cadet bounce. We'll take it.
I mean, they're even getting pressure in on the punt. Cadets going to have to shore up those offensive fronts at halftime, see what they can work out. And there was actually a freshman JV game before this. Last I saw, Iowa Falls-Alden was up 14-7. I don't know how it turned out.
Yeah, I think they ended up winning the game. I don't remember the score.
So here goes Van Gorp in the shotgun formation with Robbins in the backfield, and that's who they give it to, right over the left guard.
Oh, turkey.
Robbins, another tremendous carry. He hits the hole so quickly. Really has a burst of speed at that running back position. And PCM right back to the line. Tight formation. Give it to him over the guard.
There we go, boys.
There we go. It almost looked like sometimes the offensive team calls 2 plays in the huddle or on the sideline and comes out and runs them back to back very quickly. And PCM right at the line with 25 seconds to go on the play clock. They give it to Robin once again, and he's following his lead blocker, and he breaks free. And that's going to be another touchdown by Robbins with 1:51 to go.
What patience on that run. Just waited for that hole to open and then hit it hard.
Yeah, he even had his hand out kind of directing his lead blocker on where to go, and he read that. And that's hard because when you're a lone defensive player and you have a blocker and a running back coming at you, any direction you choose is going to be wrong unless you can just blow it up right there. But tremendous play by PCM, who's really hammering the offense down right now. Oh, and that's a fumbled snap on the extra point. It's going to be a fire, and they're going to launch it to the end zone. This should be fun. Attaway, way to break it up. So really the first error tonight that I've seen PCM make was kind of a bobbled snap on the extra point. That's going to make the score 48-0 with 1:51 to go.
I'm just glad they didn't stuff that in. Cadets had their head up on them and kept playing hard and didn't let them, just stuff it in on them. So good job, Cadets.
Yep. And we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
We've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Innovative Ag Services, we're not just your cooperative, we're your partner in growth. From agronomy expertise to grain management to animal nutrition to our full-service energy department, we're here to help you achieve more. Join us, and together we'll grow stronger. Grow with Innovative Ag Services. Rooted in community.
Welcome back to Cadet Field. PCM about to kick off. Risky and Sanders awaiting the kickoff.
Let's run one back here, John. How about that?
That'd be fun. Line drive kick, trying to just keep that ball down. Runs into the melee. Decent return.
I still like the fight of these cadets.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing we've seen all year. They do not give up. They don't quit on the game. No matter how far they've been down or up. Kind of keep really consistent. And I think that's a testament to these coaches. Keeping their heads in the ball game no matter what the score is. Always teaching opportunities for this coaching staff with this young team. And here we go with the full backfield once again.
Yeah, a little different. Instead of Bailey in the deep set or debates, we've got Cade as a kind of deep running back there. So
yep, and the defensive front just shifted.
I like this formation though for the Cadets.
Kind of had room for a split second over here, but that defensive end stayed home and was right there to turn the play back into the center of the field. That was Wilson on the stop. And the discipline of this defensive front is impressive as well. They don't give up the edge. They make you force it back inside. There's really nowhere to go with these Hog Mollies defensive tackles who are tough to move out of the way. It's going to be a give over the right side, and there are once again a host.
Yeah, you watch this line, John, and they're like the kind of the starch of your Thanksgiving dinner, you know, the kind of the mashed potatoes, and it just makes everything else gravy behind them. Makes it super. I mean, Robbins looks just fantastic, and your secondary. I mean, geez, they just make it look so easy out there.
Yeah, this is a fierce defensive front, and they kind of run the 3 down linemen with 1 standing up, and they put that standing lineman on the weak side of the ball. Kind of an interesting twist to that 3-man front. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Scores 48 it's actually halftime, excuse me. And that's going to be 48-0. The Cats going in, trying to figure something out for the second half. But please stick around. We have Bandorama coming up, and we're going to bring that to you live. And we'll be back after these commercial breaks.
We've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Sometimes when you line up in the game of life, things look pretty scary. But don't forget, you can always call your teammates at Greenbelt Bank and Trust to the huddle. Our customers come first, and we've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing.
Homegrown. That's what we are. We live in the community and report on matters that are important to you and your neighbors. Subscribe and check out our latest stories on TimeCitizen.com. And tune in to Classic Hits, KIFG, bringing you local content reported by local talent.
At Innovative Ag Services, we're not just your cooperative, we're your partner in growth. From agronomy expertise to grain management to animal nutrition to our full-service energy department, we're here to help you achieve more. Join us, and together we'll grow stronger. Grow with Innovative Ag Services. Rooted in community, driven by innovation.
defensively. Tonight's band to ring the halftime show takes us beyond the stars. Up first, the Cadet Marching Band takes us across the cosmos with a stellar pop song from the band One Republic. Join us as we journey to new heights. Turn your eyes to the skies, Cadet fans, as we are performing Counting Stars. As we continue our journey beyond the stars, the Riverbound Middle School Band takes the field under the direction of Mr. Ross Shoemaker. Since 1977, film director George Lucas has thrilled movie audiences, taking us across the universe to a galaxy far, far away. It's time to ride in the Millennium Falcon with Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie as the Jedi return to destroy the Empire and bring freedom to the galaxy. Here is that iconic theme from John Williams, It's Star Wars. directors and the students of the IFA band program would like to thank you for your continued financial support. Please consider supporting our famous band and fundraiser. Band students are raised 5 through 12, currently selling the world's finest chocolate. The money raised goes directly to purchase new instruments, uniforms, equipment, and educational trips. Don't miss out. Orders are due on Tuesday. The IFA Band Candy Fundraiser, a sweet tradition. And now, our Bandorama journey beyond the stars comes to an end as the 240 members of the high school and middle school bands combine for one final rocket ride across the galaxy. We have so much to be proud of, and we can all choose to shine our light a little brighter every day. Together, we can continue making IFA a great place to be, and we can help each other reach beyond the stars. Don't be an imposter. Get out those flashlights. It's time for us all to make a sky full of stars. Tonight is also the final marching band performance for 28 senior IFA band members. This time we would like to recognize these outstanding and dedicated seniors who have raised the bar for the IFA band program and are performing for the last time on Cadet Field. Senior band parents, please stand when your student is recognized. Caitlin Archer, drumline. Erica Baker, saxophone. Jalen Barrett, clarinet. Andrew Bartlett, trumpet. Olivia Brogdon, drumline. Nevaeh Campbell, clarinet. Carter DeBates, saxophone. Addison Dennis, flute. Zoe Duncan, flute. Olivia Alder, saxophone and drum major. Olivia Hanson, flute. Calvin Hutchison, drumline. Brenna Kuko, saxophone. Jackson Lindquist, baritone. Karen Lozano Medina, trumpet. Hunter Miller, trumpet. Braden Lochin, trumpet. Logan Moreland, trombone. Haley Mulford, flute. Annika Nelson, drumline. Kennedy Okonis, clarinet. Conrad Osman, drumline. Jared Rockhold, bass clarinet. Nathan Ritzky, tenor sax. Nicholas Senney, drumline. Haley Sutel, saxophone. Addison Vanderloop, saxophone. And Carter Weaver, drumline. Let's hear it one more time for our senior band members. Thank you for your dedication to an IFA band program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand and join the band for the Iowa Falls-Alden School Song. Once again, your Riverbend Middle School and Iowa Falls-Alden High School marching band under the direction of Mr. Ross Schumacher and Mr. Jeff Schmidt. Make sure that you make plans to attend the Fall 712 Choir Concert on Monday, October 21st at 7 p.m. at the Dwayne Barlow Auditorium at Iowa Falls-Alden High School. You have a couple of scores to report in Class 2A District 6. Currently at halftime, it is West Marshall 0 and Union Report City 0. Also at the half, it is Jessup 21, Vinton Shellsburg 14. The cadet volleyball team lost a hard-fought match last night 3-2 to Clear Lake. Congratulations to our seniors who played their final regular season match of their high school volleyball careers. Good luck to our volleyball team in their first round of regionals at West Delaware next week on Tuesday. The Iowa Falls-Alden cross-country team competed at the North Central Conference Cross-Country Meet earlier this week at Mains Grove. The junior varsity girls team finished second, the varsity boys team finished sixth, and the varsity girls were conference runners-up. Good luck to our cross-country teams as they travel to Waverly on Wednesday for their state qualifying meet. Again, a reminder that our Iowa Falls-Alden High School dance team will be competing at the Wild West competition at Iowa City High tomorrow. And make sure to come support our soloists competing October 25th. And they will be showcasing their solos at our State Solo Showcase also on Monday, October 21st at 6 o'clock in the Iowa Falls-Alden High School Gymnasium. A cell phone has been found and turned into the press box.
Please report to the press box to identify and claim if you have lost your cell phone here at Cadet Field this evening.
So welcome back, Falls-Alden Cadet fans and PCM Monroe fans. This is John Krugenberg and Matt McNeil coming back to you from Cadet Field as you were looking live at tonight's matchup where the score is 48-0, getting ready to start the second half. I'd like to send a special shout out to band director Schmidt.
Yeah.
I do believe, yes, and they did a tremendous job. They had those obviously wonderful music. They're well drilled. That band just keeps getting better every year, I swear to you. They do such a tremendous job. And we even were gifted with the presence of, what were those little, I wanted to say Teletubbies, but
they were Among Us characters.
Among Us characters.
You don't start playing that game, you'll be addicted to it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. They had some great music and once again a successful bandorama. So thank you to all involved. Middle school band director.
I forgot his name. Jeff Schmidt is a lead band director at the high school, and I counted I think 25 seniors out for band as they called all the seniors' names out. So and some football players that couldn't quite be out there too. So.
Yep. And I tried to do some camera work there to try and get the seniors some airtime. So hopefully that turned out all right. And there we go with the tremendous kicker of PCM.
I always like it. Iowa State should recruit this kicker.
Absolutely.
And I like Conradi, but this guy is right there with him. And then second, I like at Iowa State games when the band, at the final home game for the band members, they take off their shoes and they typically leave it in a ISU or some type of formation out there. That's always a really special night. And I love when it's rainy and the ground's all wet and they're walking barefoot. So.
Yeah, it was, I think 2 years ago, my family has season tickets, and Dad and I were the only ones out of 7 that wanted to go, and it was ice and snow up in the stands, and it was like 9 degrees, and they still left their shoes on the field. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But those band people, they don't care.
Well, Jeff was a varsity, Iowa State varsity band member down there.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's who we should be interviewing. I want to hear the stories about how that band's awesome. So here we go, the beginning of the second half. Iowa Falls is trying to get something going here, trying to get some first downs. They come out in a full set backfield.
And that power, let's call it a T formation or F?
That's pretty, that's old school football right there. Kind of a T formation, can run straight ahead. You can work in some counters. I'd expect PCM to start playing some of their, I don't want to say backups, but non-starters the second half. I think they're going to have a playoff run ahead of them. I've been really impressed with PCM tonight.
I can't wait to kind of cheer them on. You kind of want to always cheer on the guys that beat you.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Big 12 or Big 10. If it's not Iowa State, you want your conference to go. Cade. Was that Cade?
I think it's Bartlett. I think
Bartlett,
on the
okay.
Nice run.
Yep, and so we'll see. I don't know how much Cade will play in the second half. That hand, every time he was going down, he was getting up, shaking that thing, trying to wear some of that pain off. So we'll see how much he plays in the second half. But we got a third down at about 8.
Yeah, I'm looking for him on the sidelines. I haven't seen him yet either. Oh, there he's got. Actually, I think he's got his. He is done for the night. He's got his shoulder pads off. So
okay. Oh, had Rankin on the flat there. Just couldn't get it to him. Okay, so Cade's done for the night. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing. You don't want to get those fingers hurt any more than they are right now. And he's a tough. Kudos to him for trying to go tonight and giving it everything he had. Sometimes it just isn't there. And this is one of these games where the Cadets kind of ran into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they can do in the second half and try and get some momentum going and work on some things. Coach Walking Stick never stops teaching, so be interesting to see what they do here. That's a great kick. Hey, Brody.
Yeah. We'll take it.
That was like, what do we got? That was like a 50-yard punt. Nice job by McNeil Jr. out there.
I think it's just all confidence for these young guys too, that they can perform in this environment, and so just keep stacking kind of positive plays, and we're building for next year, right? So.
Yep. Yeah, and we did get some score updates. Jessup is only up 7, 21-14 over Vinton Shellsburg, and that's kind of the key score.
Halftime, John? Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah, it's kind of the key score we're looking at right now, because if Jessup loses, I think the Cadets do still have a shot.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
To get into the playoffs. So we're going to try and keep posted on that score. If anyone has any updates, feel free to send them up to the booth.
There we go.
There we go. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Well, it looks like we've got a new quarterback, number 18, in for and a new running back. So quarterback number 18, Chase Wagaman.
Yep, junior, 6'1", 151.
And then 24, Sawyer Baukamp. I apologize if I butcher that name. So, Sally, if I did butcher that name, let me know.
Yeah, Sauer Baukamp, senior running back, defensive back. Looks like they have some new offensive linemen in as well. So this will be a good opportunity for the cadets to work on some
big boys in the second round.
Yeah, their backups aren't small.
Yeah, number 50 here. Oh, I spotted him early. Freshman, 6'3", 275 for number 50. So,
goodness gracious, just doesn't stop. So that's going to be a false start on PCM. Make it second and long, and this is what cadets have been trying to get into all night on defense. Let's see if they can come up with a second and third down stop here and force a punt.
Stay disciplined. Don't let anyone get behind you.
Yep, those cadence have been kind of their Achilles heel, as I said earlier, so hopefully they can stay patient.
Yeah, that's nice. Got a handout, I think.
Yep. That was interesting. 87 for PCM was streaking. That's Danson Drake. He's a freshman, getting some varsity time.
Nice sized freshman there, too.
And I'm betting this isn't the first time these freshmen and sophomores have seen some time this year. Some pretty inflated scores from PCM. So here we go, third and long. See if the cadets can get a stop. Sweep over to the right side. There's a host of cadets.
There we go. Sweet potatoes, baby.
All right, so we got them. So we got a punt.
Down. Yes.
There's only 5 punts coming into this game for PCM.
Whoa. They might go for it here. Their punter is the quarterback. They're their starting quarterback, so. And
they are going to go for it.
You know, unless it's one of those where the quarterback just punts it.
John Elway, I remember, used to do that. You'd get in shotgun and just there.
Yeah, here we go. Yep.
Yep, the old Elway.
Oh, get away from it. Get away from it.
Takes a PCM bounce. And down to about the 30-yard line.
That went from a 10-yard punt to a 30-yard punt.
Everything going PCM's way tonight. And I'd like to mention some of the assistant coaches as well that have been working all year long along with Coach Walkingstead. We got Matt Becker, Ben Jazz, Ryan Cooker, Scott Patterson, Jesse Peterson, Josh Crossan, Montana Marchant, and Jake Kane. And, of course, the trainer who does a tremendous job, Jasmine Spears.
And she's working some overtime this season for the cadets.
Yes, that's another thing the cadets have dealt with is a lot of injuries on their squad this year. We're going to keep an eye out for that Jessup and Vinton-Schellsburg score. Let's go Vinton-Schellsburg.
Right. If anyone out there in TV land is listening, shoot us a text or let us know.
Yep, Brody McNeil trying to get out there, just a little overthrown by injured Bartlett.
You know, now you're looking at just the timing's off a little bit.
Yeah, new quarterback.
Guys really haven't worked, a lot together.
Yeah, in practice, it's usually the first team quarterback gets all the reps, and most, 90% of the reps. So that's going to be a keeper by Bartlett. Finds a seam on the right side. He's got some room down here. Fighting for every yard.
All right, Andrew.
What a way. That's going to be a first down for the cadets into PCM territory.
That run kind of reminded me of David Montgomery with the Detroit Lions facing up Dallas Cowboys there.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch. So here we go with a pistol formation, 4 wide for the cadets. See what Coach Walkingstick has drawn up here.
Maybe we loosen up here, throw deep the Caluce up there on the top. He's got a little.
Give us to do it right up the middle.
For
some positive yards. It's about 5 yards there. So cadets starting to move the ball a little bit. And as I told you before, there's no quitting these cadets. And these coaches are going to keep coaching them up hard. Tell the whistle. Right back to the line of scrimmage. driving into the wind. That's going to be a keep over the left side, not much going. I was going to say, just don't fumble it. So that's going to be a loss of about 6 yards on the play. Bartlett trying to make something out of nothing, and not much he could do. Host of Mustangs there to bring him down. We're approaching the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. 3rd and 15 for the Cadets.
This will be a big play. See if we boys can get something here.
And they're pulling tackle in the guard from the top side. Going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a long 4th down, and I suspect they're going to punt here. Just too far to do anything with. So here comes McNeil once again in punt formation. He's gotten some work tonight.
He's got more punts tonight than Jessup had all, or PCM all year.
Yes, he does. There we go. Get a bounce. Another good punt by Brody. About a 45-yard punt on that. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for PCM in their own territory.
Let's get another stop and another punt for PCM. So that's.
And I'm not sure with the continuous clock. Do you know how that? I think down 35. I think in the second half.
I think it only stops on change of possessions.
Okay,
is what I understand, and timeouts, obviously.
Got you.
Well, I did find the Jessup Vinton Shellsburg game.
You got the live feed.
I got the live stream, so we can get some live updates here. Looks like Jessup's driving. They're at their own 10-yard line, about to punch one in here with 4:38 left in the third quarter.
Come on, Vikings. Yeah, so tomorrow Iowa State home, 6:30 Texas Tech.
Yeah, no, UCF.
UCF, that's right. Texas Tech is after that.
Yeah, we get the bye and then we get Texas Tech. But let's not look ahead. Let's get 7-0. We want that 7-0.
Yeah, that was wild seeing Iowa State football, Iowa State men's basketball, Iowa State women's basketball, all top 10. The Big Ten, I have to admit, too, is all from the Big 12, excuse me. But the Big Ten has been fun to watch this year with some of those matches, with like Washington coming to Iowa City, and you got USC or Ohio State, Oregon last week.
Yeah, I was at the Iowa-Washington game. It was just so odd to see that, playing in Kinnick. And but Iowa does what Iowa does. They played great defense and just suffocated the Huskies there, and it was impressive.
Yeah, that defense. Iowa State squeaked that one out earlier this year. I still don't know how they did that, but they did it, so we'll take it.
Well, I think Iowa State's schedule has kind of been like Iowa in the past, where they beat their in-state rival, and then they play kind of a weak schedule, and they go undefeated, and big
double blitz. Got him.
Nice.
Yeah, double inside linebacker blitz. The Cadets not taking their foot off the pedal.
Yeah, we had the white out the last home game. Now we're going with the black uniforms tomorrow.
That's right.
I am pretty pumped for that game. So
yes,
I'm going to get a nap in tomorrow and be ready to go for the Cyclone game.
Yeah, what time does Iowa play? Is that
they both play at 6:30.
Oh, that's right.
That's
definitely going to be a point of emphasis in the offseason, I suspect, to watch the ball. It's become a problem for that defensive front.
Quick note, Jessup did score. It's 27-14 with 4:31.
Nah. Third quarter?
Third quarter, yep.
Come on, Vinton. And so if the Cadets do not make a playoff spot, they still will have a 9th game, and we think it's going to be at Cadet Field. So stay tuned for that time and location and all that good stuff. Ooh, a little bit of holding.
Yeah, we got a hold. I hope that's a hold.
Yeah. Tackled him.
Drake Sander kind of had that hip check. He's a wrestler, so I tried to fight it off. Think about that holding penalty against West Virginia, and I think Neil Brown's still upset about that holding.
Right.
It was pass interference, though. There we go.
Holding. There we go. It's interesting because it was after he got the first down, but it might be.
Yeah, so I always think you get the yards you get, and then you get the penalty counts back from where it actually happened. So so it'll be what, 2nd and 5 still?
2nd and 5. Cadets looking for a stop. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Give over to the right side.
There we go.
See, that defensive front is still fighting. No quit in them.
Just need to get those boys some more dinner rolls at dinner. Get them buffed up.
Yeah, they're a little oversized right now, but they're holding their own.
I mean, yeah, this line is second string line for PCM. It's massive.
Yes, it is.
Our boys won't back down.
Tom Petty song. Won't back down. Oop.
Yeah, there we go.
Discipline. There we go.
Whammy.
Watching the ball.
Get us twice, you're not going to get us 3 times.
Nope. Roll out to the right side.
There's a hold. There we go.
Got him.
Bartlett, and is it Risky out there?
Yeah, I believe that's probably going to be a half a sack.
Risky business out there. Nice.
And that was number 18 for the Mustangs. The Chase Wagaman, the junior quarterback.
We had looks like we had Cam Madden out playing safety there. He's come off for the potential punt, and Kalous has gone back out to be the kind of returner for that. Just back-to-back punts here?
I believe so. Good job by this Cadet defense. Ooh,
yes, come on.
Bobbles the punt. I don't know what he's going to do with it. That's going to be some tremendous field position for
Andrew Bartlett. Nice job, Bart.
Quarterback playing special teams, playing defense. Yep. Wagaman just kind of bobbled that snap right there. And
He's leaving everything out there, isn't he?
Yes, he is. See if we can punch one in here. 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. And that is 4 wide receivers set.
So we got Sam Robinson, number 35 out there, number 8, Daniel Michelson, some new receivers.
Yep. I believe that's Jack Dewitt still in the backfield.
Yeah.
Is that a fumble?
Yeah.
That's going to be PCM ball. It's kind of.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Just not going the Cadets' way tonight. Tough game.
Again, kind of a timing play. You got backups in there, and just not 100% comfortable with each other. So
yeah, and that defensive front isn't stopping either. What do we got going here? Okay, so they're just huddling up on the sideline. Cadet defense right back out on the field to one play. This should be the final play of the third quarter. PCM 48, the Cadet 0. Flagman hands it off. There's a hole right up the middle. Almost broke the final tackle, or shoelace tackle. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. PCM 48, Iowa Falls 0. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
Sometimes when you line up in the game of life, things look pretty scary. But don't forget, you can always call your teammates at Greenbelt Bank and Trust to the huddle. Our customers come first, and we've been making the right play calls for more than 35 years. Our roster of all-stars can help you navigate the field and protect you every yard of the way. Score a touchdown today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Homegrown. That's what we are. We live in the community and report on matters that are important to you and your neighbors. Subscribe and check out our latest stories on TimeCitizen.com. And tune in to Classic Hits, KIFG, bringing you local content reported by local talent.
At Innovative Ag Services, we're not just your cooperative, we're your partner in growth. From agronomy expertise to grain management to animal nutrition to our full-service energy department, we're here to help you achieve more. Join us, and together we'll grow stronger. Grow with Innovative Ag Services. Rooted in community.
A big shout out to our live feed sponsors, Greenbelt Bank and Trust, Innovative Ag Services, Time Citizen Communication. I love those commercials rolling in tonight.
Yeah, they're beautiful commercials. We also have Winter Septic Systems and Cam Spray sponsoring the scoring ribbon that you see at the bottom of your screen. So thank you to all of our sponsors all year long. You allow us to do this, and we appreciate it, so that we can get these games to
Ooh, nice play, Nathan. You almost had
friends and family that can't get here. And Cadets are not quitting. They're still playing. What was the score at half? 41-0? I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. No, I don't know. They've scored the second half, haven't they?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was either 41 or 48. Either way, defense stepping up here in the second half. Next year we're gonna have to figure out like live stats somehow.
Yeah,
we can get it.
And we need a sideline reporter too.
Yes.
We've had some people want to step up. We just got to get that technology figured out.
Nice.
Trevor Bailey, big time.
Boy, he took that center right on and swim move and got right to the backfield instantly.
I'm looking forward to see that young man wrestle this winter. I know Scott Patton, Coach Patton, is looking forward to him to wrestle. So he went to state last year. See if he can build upon that.
Yeah, those wrestlers are always tough-nosed football players as well.
It'd really be fun to see if he can play, maybe at the next level someplace.
Yeah, he's definitely got a nose for the football. He's not afraid to hit. So we go 3rd and long for PCM. Cadets trying to get a stop.
Here we go.
There's
Come
another
on.
Fumbled snap. Just going to have to throw it away. Cadets forced a 4th down.
Ooh. We got some extracurricular activities down there.
Yeah, these type of games, the Cadets are feeling a little cranky. Just got to keep that in check.
Well, and kudos to Trayvon Williams, number 71. He kind of got fired up, and I think there was maybe, who knows what was going on. Saw a little activity, but he didn't retaliate. He kept his head. So that's a really big thing for the Cadets. Keep your head when things aren't going right, and you'll come out better on the other end. So
yeah, and we've seen some real maturity and growth in a lot of these young players. There's another quick little punt. Call it the John Elway punt. Fair catch. Cadets are going to take over about their own 30. Carson Kalous on the nice fair catch. That was not an easy ball to hunt down.
That gunner was right in his face.
Yes, he was.
I wish I knew the rule on how much space you needed to give those guys.
Yeah, it used to be like 5 yards, but I think they kind of did away with that. And you got to give them a fair opportunity to catch it. Usually best to call a fair catch.
Right, yeah.
So Cadet offense takes the field once again. Pistol formation, 4 wide. Andrew Bartlett at quarterback. Jack Dewitt at running back. And we also have Carson Kalous out here at wide receiver. As we mentioned, Carter Weaver went down a couple weeks ago with a torn ACL. Sure, he's wishing he was out there right now.
Levi Langfit's out with a concussion, another big-time receiver for the Cadets.
Yeah, just a mash unit right now.
The one unit that's really stayed healthy is our offensive line. I don't want to jinx it, but Anthony Ho, Devin Yeager, Porter Isaacson, Brady Lancaster, and Trayvon Williams really grown up, gotten a lot better all throughout the whole year. So
yeah, they've all gotten a lot of reps. Seen some improvements. I know the scoreboard doesn't show it, but from where they started in the first game of the year, they've really shown some growth and maturity.
Get first down, and away.
Get rolled up on.
I love the Bates. I don't know if you saw that. Gave a stiff arm to Lancaster. Go get this block and help him get the first down. So teamwork out there. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a score in here. We got 8:30 to go in the ball game. Cadets still grinding away, trying to get on that scoreboard.
Still want to see a long pass. Just chuck it up. You got the wind, Bart. Just launch one. You got the arm.
Finds some room up the middle.
Here we go, debates.
Yeah, and it was so hard to get they've been Bartlett's been under pressure all game, it seems like, and then you have these 6'2", 6'1" defensive backs to throw into. Not an easy task, but maybe they can see that middle behind. There he drops back. So we got 2 safety look.
Right, we got trips on the top side here.
Wouldn't surprise me to see something like a hook and ladder. Or there's the wide receiver screen. Oh, trying to bring it in.
Yeah, Sam Robinson on the reception.
Some time.
Yeah.
Another sophomore. Trying to get that quick hit wide receiver screen. That's been pretty successful for the Cadets in some games this year. Just trying to get their skill position players out in space and find some seams to cut up field. And there we go, a little, almost looked like a pass, but it was kind of a sweep action to the right side. That's going to bring up 4th and about 7 for the Cadets. Let's see what Coach Walking Stick does here.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, you know.
You're kind of in that territory. Might as well.
Yeah, 4th and we'll call it medium.
I think looking at Iowa State, they've thrown the deep ball really well this year. Been begging for it for years.
Yes, finally going vertical. And Noel and Higgins out there. That helps.
I'd like to see Bart throwing deep here. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
chair pattern. Got him. There we go. Heck of a route.
Nice throw, Andrew. Carson Kalous on the reception down to the 7-yard line here. Let's go, Cadets.
Yep, a little stop and go and got him. And that was 2 games ago when Carter Weaver is the most open I've ever seen. Kind of the same play right there and got him looking.
Well, you run those screens enough, and we kind of threw that fake screen out to debate, and the D-back bit on it, and good night.
Yep, let's see if they can punch it in here first. Yep, from about the 7-yard line.
There you go. Come on, debates.
Down to the 5-yard line. Some hard-fought yards there.
We'll just keep taking positive yards.
So I don't know if they don't make the playoffs. When do they announce the game? Do you know?
I think I heard they'll know by 11 o'clock tonight, or at least when the games get over. What the.
And I'm sure with Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, just get online and find it.
Back in the day, you had to wait for the register to come out, right?
Yeah, on the playoffs, get in there.
There we go. Come on.
Get in there.
Come on. Help them out.
Close. Got 2 more downs to do it. I remember back in the day, we would get done with our last game because back then you had to win your district or get like 1 of 4 at-large bids in the entire state. And we would go back to the high school and just wait for a phone call. Like just sitting there hoping. But
now they wait for a tweet.
Yeah, they wait for a tweet from the Iowa High School Athletic Association.
Oh, no.
He stays up. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, so we're going to have a 4th and about on the 4-yard line. We got a flag with some extracurricular activities.
Let's make that an automatic first down, let's hope.
I hope that's on PCM. And we'll see. The refs are talking about it. That's going to be a dead ball, personal foul on the Cadets. That doesn't help. That's another area I think Coach is going to work with him on in this week and in this offseason is that we've had way too many personal fouls this year.
Yeah, you like to fight, but
just got to keep your head level. And don't buy into it because, like you said earlier in the year, it's usually the second person who gets caught.
Yeah, right.
So that doesn't make it any easier for the Cats on 3rd down from about the 18-yard line. I would guess a passing situation, both downs, but we'll see. Little draw, and he's under duress. It's going to be the screen over the middle.
That was 4th down.
Was it?
Yeah, they had changed the down marker.
Oh, yeah, because that was 3rd, and then they march him back. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Cadets. Shoot. With 4:26 to go in the game.
Well, it's either clock is running on the change of possession here, so.
Yeah, I think they just said let it go. 48
we should probably get these rules down if we.
Yeah, right. Well, they
if
change
we got paid more too.
Yeah, right. And they change them like every year. It seems like they're tinkering with it.
All right, we got number 22, Jacob Crosser, out there. I think first time we've seen him all year, so good. We get that senior out there. That's awesome.
Yep, and those guys are the unsung heroes who are always there in practice, making their teammates better.
54, Carson Blunt at middle linebacker there. There we go.
Now that's a gang tackle right there. Good job, cadets.
We got Daniel Michelson, number 8, as the safety.
Both teams on the carry.
Crowd's not giving up either.
No.
Still hanging in there.
Yeah, they're in. They want to make a play for the cadets. So
yes, sir. So PCM just kind of draining the play clock down to 5 seconds now. It's going to be a quick hitter over to the right side.
Reese Rankin, number 11, Tate Ziesman in on that tackle.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Reese can do next year. He came in late this season, but he has been a ball hawk ever since he got back. It's going to be fun to see him grow.
So number 39, Lane Silver, just went in at cornerback, so a lot of guys getting some reps here. Number 74, Joey Dundee on the defensive line there. He's a hog molly.
Yeah, he is.
That's Greg McElmurray's nephew.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah. Greg was the center on the state championship team. Big dude. He's got some seam, but cadets are going to be there. Ooh, boy. That was a tough tackle there.
Knocked him out, yeah.
Yeah, by Silver. Showed some speed there to get over here pretty quickly. So that's going to bring us down to 2 minutes left in the ball game.
84. Looks like he just went in. Theo Beisel.
So PCM just draining that shot play clock.
Number 83, John Forey. Looks like he's out there.
And we'd also like to encourage you to check in on the Owl Falls volleyball and the girls and boys cross country as they also are approaching the postseason. PCM's just going to take a knee here and call it quits. And that's going to make the score 48-0.
Yeah, the girls cross country team's getting healthy, getting some of their better runners back, and they're ready to make a run to state. So
yeah, they've been doing quite well this year, right? I mean,
a big applause for Trevor Bailey coming off.
Yeah, Trevor Bailey, senior.
Nice to coach stick to kind of have him recognized there by the fans.
Yep, and he's been an invaluable piece to this cadet team for years. And, wish it would have ended up a little better in the regular season for him, but the kid never quit.
Right.
Yeah, and we got volleyball, I think, coming postseason coming up.
Right, yeah.
I don't know, they call it like the semi-quarterfinals. So be on the lookout for those dates and times as well. And then we're going to have basketball right around the corner and wrestling right around the corner. And they're all going to be brought to you on this Owl Falls Schools YouTube channel live. So, tune in and check it out and keep supporting your cadets. And we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. And if we do have a home game, I believe we're planning on broadcasting it. So be on the lookout for that.
Before I forget, our esports team, we also have an esports team. They're 4-0.
Awesome.
So shout out to those guys. I'm trying to find the next volleyball match. And I can't find it.
So we just want to, again, thank all our sponsors. Thank you to the fans and everyone that supports this channel, and especially Brian Hansen for setting this up every week. It's not an easy task to bring you these games, so we appreciate all the work that he puts in, and all the band directors, the cheerleaders, and everyone involved. So thank you for tuning in. This is John Kruckenberg and Matt McNeil. And we want to thank you for spending this season with us, and hopefully we'll have another game to bring you. So be on the lookout. But for now, we're going to sign off and say, Go Cadets.
Go Cadets.
Go Cadets.